Okay, moving right along with our lesson on hypergeometric distributions. Although the trials are dependent, each trial is dependent because when you choose a woman to come up and be your first juror, there is one less woman to choose from, and there's one less person to choose from. So that is dependent, definitely, on whether you choose a woman or a man to come up and fill that spot. We expect the average probability of success to be the same as the ratio of successes in the population. So the expectations for n trials, when there's A successful and B unsuccessful things, would be n times A over A plus B. This looks very familiar. It's almost the same as n times p. That was our expected value for a binomial, but not quite. We have to use this formula because it's the average, like it says, the average successes or probability of a success in the population. So A over A plus B. Calculate the expected number of women on the jury in example 1. Would you expect to have more than half be women or less than half be women out of 6? And I would expect there to be more than half of women, more than 3 jurors, for example. Let's calculate that right now. EX is equal to, out of 6 jurors, there are 10 women. Out of 10 plus 8, 18 people. And if we calculate 10 out of 18 multiplied by 6, you get an answer of 3.33 women per jury of 6. That's what I expected there to be. More than 3 women on average per jury of 6. Because there are more women total, 10 women versus 8 men. If there were 10 and 10, well, then I would expect exactly 3 women per jury of 6, because half of them should be women and half men. Okay, question number 3. Calculate and graph. We're not going to graph. Just calculate the distribution for the number of spades. Oh, there we go. Dealt from a deck of cards. Dealt is a very important word because when you're dealing cards, they are not being replaced back in the deck. You're giving a card to someone, there's one less card in the deck, then you give them another card. So we're dealing cards from a deck of cards, and 3 cards are dealt. We're looking for spades. Okay, so let's start with A and B. A, remember, is the group of successful things. That here is spades. How many spades are there in the deck? 13. How many non-spades are there? B is unsuccessful cards. Well, there's 39. 52 minus 13 is 39. N, trials. 3 cards are dealt, so 3 trials here. And we're looking for a distribution. So we're not looking for a specific number of spades, but all the number of spades. Let's start with X and PX. If X, well, let's think about X as a numerical value. If we're talking about the number of spades being our random variable, could we have 0 spades in 3 cards dealt? Sure. Could we have 1, 2, 3? Yeah, no problem, right? And so if we have 0 spades dealt, let's do the probability of that one first. 0 spades means out of 13 spades to pick from, we didn't choose any. We weren't allowed to choose those. Out of 39 other cards that are not spades, we must have chosen all 3. All 3 of the cards dealt were non-spades. They came from the group of unsuccessful things. Divided by 13 plus 39 is 52, choose 3. That is unrestricted. Any number of cards, 52 of them, just choose any 3 cards. And you get your answer for that. Let's try it right now. We have 39, choose 3, divided by, because 13 choose 0 is 1, right? Divided by 15, choose 3, is about a 41.35% chance of that happening. I've set up 0, 4. You can do the rest. 0, 1, 2, and 3. If you're calculating a distribution, like I said before, you do need to calculate all of the probabilities and have an answer for each one. But for this specific example, just to save time, I've done 1 for you. You can set up the rest, and I'm sure you're getting the hang of this anyways. What is the expected number of spades among 3 cards dealt? Well, the expected number, EX, is equal to N times A over A plus B. And in this case, if we have N trials, 3 trials, we have 13 spades out of 52 cards, that's a 1 in 4 chance. Well then 3 times 1 in 4 is 3 in 4, or 0.75 spades out of 3 cards dealt. Every time you deal 3 cards, on average, you're going to see about 0.7 spades. I know you can't get 0.7 spades, but on average, you'll see about 0.75 spades if you average all of those out.